The universe is vaster than we could ever comprehend. Looking up at the night sky, it might seem empty, but it is teeming with amazing phenomena that our brains can barely grasp. From dense neutron stars to white holes to potentially life-ending gamma-ray bursts, in this video I will share with you 9 such amazing facts. Get ready to have your mind blown. Did you know that Sagittarius B2, a gigantic swirling ball of dust and gases at the heart of the Milky Way galaxy, contains a substance called ethyl formate? This chemical compound is responsible for giving raspberries their sharp and distinctive taste, and also rum its signature smell. In fact, the center of our universe smells like rum and tastes like raspberries. The discovery of ethyl formate in the Milky Way is a significant find for scientists and astronomers who have been studying the dust cloud in order to identify amino acids, the building blocks of life. While they have yet to find amino acids, the discovery of ethyl formate raises the possibility of life existing on other planets due to these molecules being seeded on other worlds. So, cheers to the center of the Milky Way for having a fruity and boozy aroma that we can only dream of experiencing. A neutron star's density is mind-boggling. A teaspoon of neutron star material weighs over 1 trillion tons. This is more than the weight of the entire human population, which is a few 100 billion kilograms. Neutron stars are the collapsed cores of large supergiant stars. They are extremely dense, with a diameter of around 20 kilometers. To make something as dense as a neutron star, the whole of humanity would need to be crammed into a space the size of a sugar cube. Yes, gamma-ray bursts, or GRB, can release more energy in 10 seconds than the sun will emit in its entire 10 billion year lifetime. Gamma-ray bursts are the strongest and brightest explosions in the universe. They can last from a fraction of a second to over 1,000 seconds. They are very energetic and bright events. They emit their energy in a very narrow beam. They can be seen across almost the entirety of the visible universe with the right equipment. Gamma-ray bursts are rare events. If a gamma-ray bursts were to occur close enough to Earth to cause damage, it would probably strip away the Earth's ozone layer. This would increase the amount of ultraviolet radiation reaching Earth from the sun, which could damage the DNA of organisms on Earth. To cause a mass extinction, a GRB would need to be near 6,000 light-years or less and pointed right at Earth. The mass extinction that is most likely to have been caused by a GRB is the Ordovician-Silurian event, 444 million years ago. The universe is constantly expanding, which means that the space between galaxies and even individual stars is getting larger and larger. This expansion has a significant impact on what we can observe from Earth. You see, light travels at a finite speed, and it takes time for that light to reach us. So when we look at distant objects in the universe, we're actually seeing them as they were in the past. For example, if a star is located 100 light-years away, the light we receive from it today actually left the star 100 years ago. The same principle applies to stars in the universe. As space expands, the light from distant stars gets stretched, causing it to shift towards longer wavelengths, such as infrared. Eventually, the expansion becomes so significant that the light from these stars is stretched beyond what our instruments can detect. This means that there are countless stars out there, beautiful and brilliant, but completely invisible to us. They exist in a realm beyond what our eyes and telescopes can capture. It's truly humbling to think about how much of the universe remains hidden from our view. Before we continue, if you are enjoying the content so far, please consider giving the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It motivates us to create more such content in the future. Let's continue with the next fact. Black holes are known for their voracious appetites. Their influence is so strong that even light can't escape their gravity. But they have a theoretical converse: white holes. White holes are theoretical cosmic regions that function in the opposite way to black holes. Just as nothing can escape a black hole, nothing can enter a white hole. White holes are thought to be created when a black hole evaporates. As a black hole evaporates, it loses its mass and eventually becomes a white hole. The white hole then explodes outwards, releasing all of the matter and energy that it had accumulated as a black hole. There is no evidence to suggest that white holes exist, but they are a possible solution to the equations of general relativity. If white holes do exist, they would be incredibly rare and difficult to detect. If Jupiter's magnetic field were visible from Earth, it would appear 5 times larger than the full moon. Jupiter's magnetosphere extends beyond the orbit of Saturn, at least 650 million miles or 1046 million kilometers, which is over 2,700 times the distance between the Earth and the Moon. Jupiter's magnetic field is estimated to be about 20,000 times stronger than Earth's. Planets that wander through space without a parent star are called rogue planets. Rogue planets are interstellar objects of planetary mass that are not gravitationally bound to any star or brown dwarf. They drift through space on their own and do not orbit any star. Rogue planets are likely ejected from their initial star systems by gravitational interactions with other planets or neighboring stars. They wander through space without any known orbit or gravitational relationship with other celestial objects. If such a fate falls on Earth, how will the Earth fare? Please let me know in the comments if you want me to make a video on that. Yes, more than half of all sun-like stars are part of multiple systems. In fact, about a third of all stars are in double, triple, or multiple star systems. Multiple star systems can orbit a common point called the barycenter. They can also appear as if one star orbits the other like a planet orbiting its star. Imagine what if Sun 2 was part of multiple star systems. It would be like living on Tatooine. Earth's oceans may not be that unique. 3 of Jupiter's moons, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto, and 2 of Saturn's, Enceladus and Titan, are thought to have underwater seas. Europa's ocean may contain over twice the volume of water found on Earth. However, the most water ever discovered surrounds a black hole some 12 billion light-years away. This region contains vast amounts of water vapor, the equivalent of 140 trillion times the volume of water in Earth's oceans. Water is thought to have come from the Big Bang. The initial explosion created a lot of hydrogen and oxygen, which eventually combined to form water. Which of these amazing space facts really blew you away? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.